Normally, the Silja Europa ferries tourists back and forth between Tallinn and Helsinki. But the Netherlands has chartered the ferry for a completely different reason. Here in Velsen, near Amsterdam, it houses up to 1,000 migrants waiting for a decision on their asylum applications. Hanneke Nielen has been appointed ship manager by the Dutch government. She shows us a cabin where the refugees are accommodated.
So as you can see, this is a normal cabin. Usually 2 persons can stay here. It's small, but everything's here. It's clean, and they have their privacy. They also have a small wet cell where they can shower.
Many people here have experienced rather different conditions in the large intake facilities. Like Zara, who fled her abusive husband in Chad, where marital violence usually goes unpunished.
It was hard when I arrived. First, I was in the reception center in Ter Apel with 4 or 5 people to a room. The second place was even worse. But since I've been on the ship, everything has gone well.
Most of the leisure facilities are shut down. The pool and sauna are closed, the water slide long unused. The spa area is being used as a clinic. No one needs to leave the ship to see a doctor. Dutch is being taught in the movie theater. For most people on board, the greatest challenges are the uncertainty about their asylum applications and the boredom.
Ik lees een boek.
I read books. And I'm studying Dutch.
The Netherlands.
Eating, sleeping, training, studying.
The cafeteria provides 3 meals a day. For safety reasons, the residents aren't permitted to cook for themselves. Everyone is free to come and go as they wish. Where to go is another story. The ship is moored in the middle of an industrial zone. A strange situation for the ship's captain, too. Even at anchor, he stays on board.
Oh, every seaman wants to go to sea, but we can manage here also. Not so bad to stay. It's a very nice place to stay.
Velsen is one of the few communities in the Netherlands with space for a ship. The canal divides the town into 2 unequal parts. The Silja Europa lies in the northern part, home to only 5,000 people.
The reaction was tremendous, but not positive. They were really very angry at me, because they said we only have 1 school here, we only have 1 doctor here. And if 1,000 people come to our community of 5,000 people, how is that going to work?
Attempting to defuse the conflict, the mayor promised the people in the north part of town that the ship would only stay for half a year. In the end, he says, there have been no major incidents. But 8 months later, the Silja Europa still has not left North Velsen. The authorities haven't found an alternative yet. Velsen's residents have mixed reactions.
Ik vind prima dat je mensen helpt, maar zorg eerst voor de eigen
I think it's good to help people, but they have to help Velsen's own population first. When they're looked after, then you can help others.
Of die zijn geholpen, dan kun je ook anderen helpen.
In eerste instantie waren we best wel
At first we were against so many people coming. But now everything is quieted down here in the village.
Het is toch rustig in het dorp.
Het is alleen meer gewoon van, ja, er wordt gecommuniceerd.
The problem is not so much the ship, but that it's been poorly communicated how long it will stay.
En dat is wat minder gecommuniceerd met de Velsenoorders, maar.
On the 4th of June, the Silja Europa is to leave for good, as of now. But where will the people go? On land, at any rate, there seems to be no place for a reception center in the community that would not lead to major conflicts.
En we hebben hier natuurlijk een vreselijke hoge woningsnood.
There is a serious housing crisis here. Some people have to live with their parents until they're 30, even 40 years old.
Ja, dat gaat niet goed komen zo.
Migrants and refugees with good work prospects and families with school-aged children are to be resettled on a smaller ship. Where it will be moored is still uncertain. And many in Velsen would consider even a smaller ship a broken promise.
Dit is niet de afspraak. In Velsen-Noord
That wasn't what we agreed to. Velsen would have to be well compensated.
And the migrants who won't be permitted to stay are facing another relocation into the unknown.